Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renuka. Today we are doing some different kind of project. For that I'm using this Craft Smart paints, and these are very cheap ones, but you can use any acrylic colors you have. Other than that, I'm using one sponge and just to put the colors. And what we are creating is we are gonna stamping this. Before that I put a one layer of normal cloth. It's like the rag I use to clean the stuff, and then I put one sheet of the paper, which is just a shopping bag paper. Just want to reuse that. And then I have few of these wooden blocks. So these wooden blocks are, you can buy them from Amazon, or you can buy them from online Etsy shops or something like that. I bought these from, I think, India, but you have this kind of stuff. Now first I use this color, and now here I'm using the brown color. So you can go ahead and use any color you have. I damp little bit of my sponge, and then what I'm going to do is I grab just little bit of color, and then I'm gonna put that color here. You can't put the full stamp like you are doing stamp and then put it on here, just because it will take more colors and it will not stamp properly. Although here I'm searching for the imperfect stamp impressions, still I don't want to lose the identity of each mark. If I put whole thing in that, then it's gonna submerge and you will not get a different kind of lines in between them, which we want. So my plan is creating some kind of earthy look, and by the way, this is not a full cotton, but if you have full cotton cloth, you can use that, or you can use the canvas or rag also, or burlap also, whatever is available. I didn't buy these cloths, it's one of the old pieces of my kurta. I'm using that, and where you come to end, you can protect this by using any rough paper. Like I have this, and you can just put here to make just continuation mark on both the sides. So here I made 3 lines of the green leaves pattern, and now I'm making 3 lines of the brown one. So just to get the rustic look, I just add little sponge daubers after using this on the paper, so it will not look perfect. Like I'll show you, just like that. So there is already some kind of paint in the sponge, and then I'm just putting that here little bit. And but if you want a really perfect look, if you want to create a table mat or placement or something like that, then you can use the same technique, just you don't have to put this last sponge thing. And this cloth is very crinkly, so I'm not getting the perfect images. But if you want, you can go ahead and get some kind of more stretch like a cotton one and press it with the heated iron, and then you can use it. Before using this wood blocks, I put them in the water, submerge in them water in one night, and then you can put them in the oil. Just put some oil in the plate, any oil will do, and just put these blocks. So after doing that, they will not get suck the excess colors. So then you can use them for a long time. And if you want to print them on the paper, you'll still get the nice impression. Just make sure whenever you are using the wooden blocks, you have something little bit padded or foamy textures behind the things. If I put it in the hard surface and then I stamp, I will not get a nice impression. So that one thing you should be always remember while using these wooden blocks. And acrylic color work best with them. Any acrylic color we do. You can get the organic color also. Here I will use acrylic color. One more acrylic color I want to add. So basically I'm creating a very earthy pattern, so I will use this gray color here. And you can easily wash them by just putting under the water, or you can submerge them in the water, and then you can get the desired effect, and you can clean them. So now these two are very similar straight patterns I already did, so I want to do another straight pattern with this gray also, and I will do the same technique. I'm gonna just dab on them, and then I'm gonna put, and then I will just tear apart this fabric to create more fun. Now you can create a snippet roll out of it. You can just put the tear apart the fabric and you can put them on the roll and you will get a nice snippet roll. You can go ahead with the embroidery machine, draw something on them, and you can get that effect also. Or you can just make this fabric and you can put them for the journaling purpose also, and you can create many things. So if you are sticking with the one color palette, and if now you can see that I am grabbing little bit of that brown color, and I don't mind because I didn't wash my sponge. At the same time I want to mix these patterns, but if you don't want that, you can wash your sponge every time you do the things. Now again, if you want to see this pattern, look, this is the pattern. So now I can use these on both the papers as well as on the fabric to match the whole vibe of it. And I'm gonna wash all this stuff and then we'll start the next step. Now I want to show you the another technique with the same color combinations we can do here. So remember, whatever I'm using is already washed because it's a old cloth piece of cloth. But if you're using the new cloth, then what you should do, you should wash and to remove the starch, and then you can go ahead with the any of your acrylic paints. So most of the times I use acrylic paint brushes, different from the watercolor brushes. If you don't have this stamp, still you can create something like that, which I want to show. Now here I'm directly making the leaves. If you're not much comfortable about making the leaves like this way, you can draw first with the pencil, like maybe you draw a line, or you can use the water soluble pencils also, or if you're very sure about it that you're gonna cover whole thing, then you can use the pen also. But I never use, most of the times I don't use the pen, just because I don't want, if any marks is outside, that will not look great. It leaves the impression also. So you can go ahead and complete this kind of line, and you can, so you don't have any, like if you don't have stamps, what you can do, you can just draw just like that. So now here I'm not searching for the perfect thing. I just want something on my backdrop. I'm not using this as a substrate. I will use this just as the little bit of, you know, something going on behind the things. Like if I want to put in front of it this one, like I created this by weaving, this is the natural wood, so I want something on this and something goes on the background. If I want to put this here, I gonna just imagine like, okay, this is looking great on this side, I want something on this side, so maybe I should start from this side, right? And I can go long like this, so I can do that. Now these are the two jelly prints I choose for this project, and I will show you. Like I use this old toothbrush to, you know, just wash or, you know, take away the excess color from it, and then just wipe it out. I just want to show you that. So now we will use only these three colors again, and we're going to use these three colors on it because we already have this put here, and I'm gonna just stamp simply the simple way I did it before, and I'll speed up the process. So we can follow the same technique on the papers also. These are some jelly print papers, but you can use any paper. You can use texture paper, normal paper, printer paper, cardstocks, colored scrapbook paper, and you can create kind of a monotonous look or matching look to creating all the color shades together. So technique is simple. You have to put the sponge with the paint with the help of the sponge, and then you must have some kind of background with more foamy texture, or you can have this cloths, rags, fabrics, something like that. These papers gonna combine and kind of getting me a same kind of vibe and look what we create before. I'm gonna show you in the next video that how we will stitch that and proceed with that project. Maybe we'll use this paper or not, that's other thing, but this is in hand as my colors are out, as everything is out. Whatever excess color on that sponge I gonna use just to, you know, put on the rough paper or any paper. These are just printer paper lying around, and sometimes you need that bit of the piece for your mixed media art or collaging or some kind of thing, then you can use and from that. So these are some old book pages, and then I'm just putting them in a kind of a linear fashion and going taller and taller, creating kind of a jungle look. So this is giving me another idea that I can create that kind of card or something like that. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Let me know what you want to see more, and keep tuning with the next upcoming project, which is the series of this. Rather than making one video, I decided to make in couple of. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Enjoy. Bye bye.